What's up, everybody? Crazy H here with another Star Wars Micro Galaxy Squadron review. This time around, it's a blind box and the small starship. The Amazon sells these for like 20 bucks. So this is from Series 8. This is actually, I can't even read this thing. Saesee Tiin's Jedi Starfighter. It's number 148. Yeah, let's get this thing out of the packaging, both packagings, and see what we got. All right. So this is from Series 7. They are currently on Series 8. So this is the Jedi Starfighter Saesee Tiin, if I'm saying that right. If I'm not, I know someone might correct me. Who knows? So the packaging is your typical carded back. The ship's on here. You got, on the back of it, you have a spec card that I use as my checklist. And then you got some product shots. And 2 chase vehicles as well. These look the same though. But anyway, yeah, so these are, unless it's different, I don't know. They look the same. Anyway, but then also you get a blind box that comes with it. This is like, again, it was like $20 for both. So let's get into the blind box first, and then we'll get into this. So here's a quick look at the blind box. Nothing really going on. Just says mystery vehicle and figure. Here are the possibilities. You have 4 different commons and 2 rares. Let me see if we could get a closer look at their commons. Got a Wookiee on a speeder. Looks like, is that Sabine Wen, maybe? I forgot his name. And a clone trooper. Alright, let's cut it open and let's see what we get. Alright, so he fell out of the little packaging, but it's this dude. Again, I forgot his name. Shit. I know I don't have him though. So you get a little speeder bike. First one you get a stand. Alright, so you have you could display it here. Or here, if you're one of those people that want to play with it, you could use this part on the speeder itself. Where's the hole? I think it's right here. If it stays on there. So you could do it like that if you want to swoosh it around and stuff. Or if you want to display it, you just peg it in. I feel like it's too far up, but that's the purpose of the stand, so you could actually display it like that. And it has some nice, it says Star Wars on it. Here is the figure. God, why does his name escape me? He's a big chunky guy too. Some grays and blues. Got some good detail for the size of the figure. It's very, very tiny. Articulation, not much going on. Just, you can get him in a sit-down pose. Like this. There you go, you can have him sit on the speed bike. Try to get his butt flat, but it's the best I could do. And then the details on the bike itself are pretty nice. Again, for the size that this thing is and the details that they get on here are pretty amazing. Sculpted details and the paint. Got a nice skull on the front of it. Gives me like Lobo's vibe to it in a way. Here's the bottom. Not much going on there. And quick top view. But yeah, these are really cool. The little speeder bikes. And he could sit on it like that. There we go. Much better. Pretty cool. Really, really cool. And here he is fully on the bike and on the display stand as well, which is really nice. Bring it down. Looks pretty. I like the fact that you get a display stand with it. I kind of wish all the ships had a display stand. It'd make things so much easier if you want to display them. Some of them are starting to come out with them, but it's not as nearly as enough. But yeah, now for the Jedi Starfighter. It is the figure with his droid, so it's with Saesee Tiin and R3D5 Astromech. And on the back, it has them in almost like a tech design. This is also a nice little thing if you want to display them and keep them in these things. I'm too far gone at this point to actually do that. So here is Saesee Tiin, lightsaber on his hip. Great likeness, great details. Got the Jedi robe with the belt. He's got his head sculpt is really cool looking. And then of course, you know, which droid was this? R3D5. Basically, it's like an R2 unit, just repainted green and like a gray color. But the good thing is, with the way their paint is, this used to be like a solid dot. Now they're actually separating it up with the lines, which is really good. Meaning that, you know, even though this is a little sloppy over here, they are getting better with the paints on these little guys as well. Now, if we were to show, let me show off some Jedis with this guy as well. Hold on, let me go get some Jedis. Here he is next to Ahsoka Tano, Anakin Skywalker, and Obi-Wan Kenobi. And again, R3D5, and here he is with R2. He is next to Ahsoka's droid. I forgot the number. And here he is with Obi-Wan Kenobi's. As you can see, this is the older one. So it's not as, the paint was pretty crappy. It's just a dot. Whereas his is solid. Actually broken up, which is nice. Again, they're improving as the series, the series goes on. Here is the Jedi Starfighter. And it's like an arrowhead or like almost like a shark's tooth. If you have any of the other ones, they're all the same. They're just repainted. Anakin's and Obi-Wan has a different paint scheme, whereas Ahsoka's and Saesee Tiin's has the same paint scheme, but different colors. He's got like the white going into like a star, and he's got these curves on this side. Same thing with Ahsoka's ship, and he's got some nice yellows going on as well. So looking at the details, it's got a lot of great detailing on it. Some weathering as well. Going down, you got the logo right there for the Republic. Droid sits up in front, and there's a canopy where the pilot would sit. It's got some nice yellows as well. Here is the back of it. The blue glow from the engines. And then to open up the canopy, you see it. It's right here. It open. Oh, here it is. Here's the tab. If I can get it. All right. And then it opens up forward, and then here is the seating area, which is, you know, it's got detail in there as well. You can see the seats. Nothing picked out in paint in here, but you got nice details for the interior of the cockpit. And of course, they don't skip on the bottom either. Bottom's got details as well. Some nice silver on the belly. Serial number. Kind of messes it up, but it also has landing gears. So you got two back here. And of course, I always try to make it a point to point out that, not this time around, never mind. They usually have the detailing inside here as well. Like in the front, you can see there's some detailing as well. And then here it is with the landing gears. And it sits pretty nice and even and pretty sturdy. So the droid itself, all the droids are match the colors of the ship. So you plop him right there. And he has a peg and port connection for this, and there's a button down here. You push him. The only thing is, it doesn't look like he's, there we go. I don't know, let's see. He's kind of, come on, hold on a minute. So the button that usually pops the droid unit is loose and it's not working where it's supposed to. This is supposed to be flush, so when you pop it, it pops out like that, and this guy could get ejected easier. Right now he's in there. He's gonna stay in there anyway, regardless, but if I want to pull him out, it's gonna be hard to get him out. And then of course, you take Mr. Jedi over here, put him in a seated position like this, and just plop him in like so. And now you can just see him just chilling in there. Just really nice. You have a nice view of the cockpit. It's very clear, and you can see the pilot, which is really nice. For comparisons, here he is with Ahsoka Tano. So as you can see, let me bring her out a little bit. When I'm talking about the paint schemes, you'll see it in the other two. They have the identical paint schemes. It's just that she's a dark brown, he's on a green. I like the green though. The green actually pops. Here he is with Anakin's. Again, same design. It's just that as you can see, his paint scheme is different as opposed to his. And then here's Obi-Wan's. Again, his is different as well. His got browns on it. But yeah, they're all the same exact ship though. Paint schemes are just different. Context, here is the other style of Jedi Star ships that they have. They got the little smaller ones. This is Ahsoka's. So you can see they had two different versions. They had this one and they had this one. Now these right here, two of mine come with the hyperspace kit that latches on for them, so they could do make the jump to hyperspace. All the others don't. They just come with the ship, which is, I wish they came with the hyper part. It's really cool looking. Last thing I do want to show off is I did find this one out in one of my Walmarts. This is a Chase, 1 out of 15,000. This is Mace Windu's Starfighter. Same design, it's just a different paint scheme. You get Mace and you get his droid as well. This is from Series 8. Saesee Tiin is from Series 7. But yeah, I don't open these. Package is pretty good. It's got a little like crinkling on the edges here, but up here is pretty. Took a little pounding, but it's really. I try not to open these because I like the chases. All right, so that was my look from Star Wars Micro Galaxy Squadron, Saesee Tiin, if I'm saying it right. I feel like I'm saying it wrong. Saesee Tiin's Jedi Starfighter, and a blind box speeder bike. Again, I can't remember. I don't know his name. I heard it. I don't remember. Anyway, this is number 140 in the line. It's from Series 7, and this ship appeared in the Clone Wars. If you have any other Jedi Starfighters with this style, it's the same thing. It's just a repaint with different figures. Again, like I said, Ahsoka's and his match up the same, just different paint colors. But it's the same ship that you got with Anakin and Obi-Wan as well. Shark tooth design or arrowhead design, just different colors. I don't have this figure or speeder bike, so it fills in that gap that I'm missing. But yeah, I love this line. I do. Oh no, man down. I do really enjoy this line when it comes out. The detailing and paint is of the ships are great, and they're getting better and better with the minifigs. With the R2 units alone, like I said, they're getting better with the paint. They always mess up the eyes for some reason on the droids. It's always this big splotchy mess. But the characters are looking better and better. From Series 1 to now, it's a huge difference. I got Mando from Series 1, and it looks horrible. But then I got a Mando later on, and it looks so much better. So that's it for this video. I do hope you all enjoyed it. Stay safe, stay healthy, and enjoy your toys. Crazy Eats is out.